7:40 a.m. this Monday morning, January 20th, 2025. We are having snow coming down currently. We have the moon, a half moon up here. Yeah. And don't let the lighting in the screen deceive you. It is much darker out here than what it appears. We are only to get to about 5 degrees Fahrenheit today and stay within that single digit temperature throughout today as well as tomorrow. The Arctic blast has hit. I feel bad for the animals. I feel really bad for the animals. But on that note, Miss Luna's been hidden behind the yuck. So anyways, with all that being said and seen, please click on the link below. Exercise your mind a little bit and understand what this guy is going to be telling you, because I have been telling you the same stuff for a very long time now, but this guy just kind of, narrows down the playing field of information and puts stuff out there quite eloquently, if you will. And, well, once I watched this video, there was just no way that I could not share. Because, like I said, this guy, all he is doing is repeating a lot of my own content that I put out there in bits and pieces over a long period of time. And this guy just kind of clumps it all together. Pay attention. That's all I can say, is just pay attention. Wake up. Okay? And I think that's enough, because, as I'm standing here, I'm hearing jet aircraft flying over, which means that, all they're doing is adding to this nonsense here. All of this is creation of man. Okay? And furthermore, don't expect to hear anything about these UFOs and so on and so forth. And the drones, once again, all that nonsense is just due to future legislation over AI. And when you really get down to the nitty gritty, I'm really not wanting to state this, but it just might come out through AI in the future that AI was what created mankind. That's where the ball is bouncing so far, and I'm not too thrilled over it. It's early morning. My mind has been on the go, and it's one of those mornings to where just way too much information, and to where that requires quiet time to sort things out, which I don't do a lot of times, because I'm one of those that, I do things, my content, off the cuff, as it comes around, because that's my type of reality, if you will. But when it comes down to, these flying objects and all that, I'm going to go a little bit more into that, because you have to understand, there's a lot of people that's saying, just like what you'll hear in this video if you watch through the link, about these unseen entities and stuff like this. And, well, I've shown those. And, well, let's just say I am not a very happy camper right now, because when you really start to see reality for what it is, you're going to have thoughts of, yeah, bring on the nukes. Screw it. Let's get all this stupidity done and over with now. Screw the prophecies. Screw religions. I've got a lot. I am flustered. I am frustrated. I am irritated. I'm not angry. But we got these aircraft. Every time that we have any kind of a precipitation event, these aircrafts are, you know, they're just nonstop flying overhead. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of the crazy, screwed up weather. I'm tired of these idiots in the congressional hearings that's doing absolutely nothing for disclosure. And today is not going to be the beginning of a great new chapter of existence. I'm sorry to say this, people. You're going to start seeing a lot more of my explanations becoming reality. And I guess I'm just going to have to come out with stuff that much more forceful. Anyways, on that note, I'm just rambling. I'm tired of hearing these aircraft. Tired of seeing this nonsense. I'm tired of feeling this cold. I feel really bad for the cats and all other animals that have to endure this. All creatures great and small. This is, and knowing that there are forces that is in control of this weather. Okay, and speaking of that, it just came about after 5 years that recording of an orb within a chemtrail has resurfaced, which it shows this orb within the chemtrail that is dissipating the chemtrail, cleaning it up, or so it appears. Okay. Now I could direct you to a channel that shows what I'm speaking of, but if you're really interested, that video is once again floating out there. It's a great capture. I don't really, when somebody really thinks about all this, especially me, because of my observations, my recordings, especially of that of the chemtrailing aircraft that was being followed behind by a triangular craft as well as an orb craft. I have that recorded. It's out there. Although this platform just loves to screw up my videos. By pixelating the skies, by, whitewashing things that should be viewable. Part of the deception. That's why they, came out with so many narratives within, their little info boxes and whatnot. And unfortunately, this TikTok ban, well, that's helping this platform out hardcore. And more information's come out now about, they're in China, what TikTok is all about. It's a training tool, it's an educational tool. Whereas, TikTok here in America was made a mockery of, with all these stupid dances and twerkings and, women coming out and acting like whores, sluts. Even men. Yeah, that's why they want to, do away with TikTok, is because of what it actually did to the American people. It has nothing to do with national security. That's just hogwash. That's nonsense. Remember, there's such a thing known as war games. It's all games, people. It's all a stage show. All actors. We're the only real participants, and that's why there's a two-tier system. the elites, and the peons. Well, those that are waking up, those are going to be the ones that's revolting, rebellion, a civil war possibly. That civil war needs to be against technology and not one another. A civil war that needs to, lessen the powers of the government. Wake up, people. All right. I'm standing here in my bathrobe. Yep. In this ratty-tatty apartment that I live in. Well, we'll get into that as well. I just want you to know that karma is a real thing. Everything that comes around, goes around. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. And people, you better start listening and wake up to those factors, because that is, real divine judgment. Not through, the book that tells you, well, you got a choice between heaven or hell. Pfft, nonsense. You haven't realized it. Unless you, were born with a silver spoon in your mouth and have that golden life, that so-called golden life. No. All right, that's enough. I'm getting cold. I'm getting. No. Enough is enough.